Hello everybody, welcome back to the next video series in Sourcing with Hahnbee. Today I will be taking you to Range 99, so let's get started. Alright, so we have arrived at Range 99. I have my personal protection gear on. Before we head in, I do want to mention again, like I did in the H Mart video, that Range 99 is not going to be a store that usually sells grass-fed finished meats, which is fine since the point of this whole series is to show you what and where you can source as a raw feeder no matter the quality of meat you have access to. Since, you know, grass-fed finished meats aren't accessible for everybody everywhere in the world, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't feed a raw diet. So let's go ahead and head on in. I also want to apologize beforehand if the audio is awful again. I was going to bring my mic and then I forgot the little connecting cable that I needed to actually make it work. So we're stuck with awful audio again, and I'm really sorry, but I'll close caption all the videos. Alright, so the first section of the store we're starting is going to be with the eggs, which is my personal favorite part of the store and where I source from the most here. I have your normal chicken eggs, which aren't really that special since you can get them really anywhere. The main things that I usually get here are going to be the quail eggs, which they're also at H Mart. But what you can't get at H Mart are these balut eggs, which is fertilized duck eggs. So there's gonna have the baby eggs. You've probably seen these in my bowls a few times, and they're $1.40 each here. It might change depending on the location, but this is what I mainly get here. And then they also have just normal unfertilized duck eggs as well. Now moving on to their fresh meats, they have a really wide variety of fresh meats and a lot of different proteins. So let's get started. Starting in this little pocket corner, it's not so much by protein, I guess, like it is at H Mart. But the first thing that they have here is beef liver, nice and packaged. They also have pork liver. Let's see, we have gizzards over here. So we have turkey gizzards, chicken gizzards, pork ears. Looks like they did have pork tongue, but it looks like they're out currently. We have snout, honeycomb tripe. But like I said in the H Mart video, I do not recommend feeding this since it is bleached, which gets rid of all the beneficial nutrients. Next, we have some pork kidney, some pork hearts. We have duck gizzards, chicken liver, chicken hearts. We have some drumsticks, which is good, and some wings and feet. This is all chicken, great source of bone. With the cuts, just make sure to pound it with either like a hammer or like a meat cleaver, just to break up the bones a little bit, since they can be quite dense sometimes depending on the size of your dog. Here they have some pork feet, which is great for bone broth. They have whole pork feet, and then they also have it cut up, and then most of the other stuff is like just fancier human cuts. Moving on to the freezer section, I did find some deer flank. It's very expensive for how much it is. It does come from New Zealand. So if you want to try some venison and you have a Range 99 near you and it's the only thing, you can try that. They do have some rabbit, again quite pricey. More of the quote-unquote exotic meats are going to be more oxtail. Let's see, and this is just kind of all smoked stuff. They also do have duck tongue, which is the first time I've seen it sold in like a normal store. So duck tongues actually do have bones in them, so you can feed it as bone content. There are also whole ducks as well as quail, and then they also have chicken, whole chicken, silky chicken, and then the Cornish hen, which are just all kind of different bone choices depending on the size of dog that you have. Alright, continuing on with the freezer section, they do have frozen oysters, and since they are out of shell, you don't need to steam them. See, they also have some frozen smelt, and then they had some 5-pound sardines over there, the same kind that were at H Mart. You know, seafood, here are some greenlet mussels, and they also have blue mussels as well. I know a lot of people have a hard time finding fresh blue mussels, so if you have a Range 99 near you, that is somewhere where you can source. They do have a fresh fish section as well, but most of the fish that they're going to sell here is going to be too big and too high up in the food chain to safely feed. So unfortunately, I don't spend a lot of my time or money here when it comes to raw food. So I did find some fresh packaged mushrooms. These are great if you want to make your own mushroom broth to add either into raw diet or even kibble diet. The recipe is going to be in the bio below. In addition to the fresh mushrooms, there's also dried mushrooms too. If you, like me, don't use them enough to buy fresh ones all the time. This is not about raw dog food, but look at all the beautiful ramen for humans when you come and shop here for your dog. That is everything I would or have sourced from Ranch 99. They don't have as much options as H Mart. It might just be the size of my local one, so if you have a bigger one, they might have more options. But that is what I found here. I hope you enjoyed and had some great takeaways, and hopefully have some new things to source from Ranch 99. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment below where you want me to source next, and as always keep exploring.